Welcome back everyone, this is Justin Tucker. In this video tutorial we're going to start diving into the Views module. The Views module is an incredibly powerful way to essentially make your own SQL statements and run your own custom queries against the database to bring back information that you've gotten to the website. So if you're just joining us at this video, the website we're dealing with essentially is acting as a fictitious website kind of around this idea I conjured up early on, where there is a place for developers and clients to be able to come together and do multiple things on the site, like place a jobs wanted ad, a jobs posting ad, and or I'm sorry, a jobs available ad, be able to bid on projects, and some various other things. So to get started with views, you're going to find views under the structure tab in your Drupal 7 install, and you'll notice that I don't have it here, so that means that I need to go to my modules and actually get this thing installed. To look at the views project page, you'll find it here. And it's also important to note, kind of maybe right now, that there is a lot of different plugins and things that you can do to add into views. So for example, there's a views slideshow, which is another module that talks to views and can help you bring in certain images from various pieces of content and turn those images into a slideshow, for example. There's many other things. But if you go to drupal.org/project/views, you'll find this is the project page. Of course, you can get all the information that you need about it here. And I'm going to go back to my modules screen. I'm going to search for views. And here we are. So, there's date views, pay per node views. A lot of these are additional to what you would find here. Okay. But for now, I know I'm going to need just the views module activated and the views UI. This is so I can actually use the graphical interface to create these queries that I want to run. I'm going to see if there's anything else I want to use right now. Again, a lot of these I've already downloaded and have used in the past. Views accordion, that's a cool one where you can click on like the title and then it expands the answer below it or other content below it, kind of like an accordion going in and out. I'll go ahead and use date views as well. Alright, we'll hit save configuration. And it's asking me, there's some other modules that's required in order to activate what you chose, and we'll hit continue. And while that's running, I'm going to go back to the views project page here. Views is dependent upon chaos tools, so you'll also want to download this. Again, it's the same steps in downloading any module. I just copy the link, go to the module page, hit install new module, paste that URL in the box, and then hit install. But Chaos Tools is very important. It's needed, and Chaos Tools also drives a lot of other uh, functions and things and modules that are used in Drupal. We'll be running across Chaos Tools quite a bit here. Once we get views installed, and let me make sure it got activated. Views and Views UI. Okay, we can navigate it to it by going to Structure. Well, let me go back to the modules here. Okay, I just needed to refresh there. There's our Views tab under Structure. And when we click Views, it's going to dive us into the Views module. And it comes with some default views that we can enable and make use of. You'll notice that some are dynamic, like this one here would be for taxonomy terms, which we learned about taxonomy in an earlier video. Taxonomies are categories, terms are essentially subcategories, and this would be a view to help you dynamically display, all pages of a given term, for example. So this is where I'm going to stop this video, because I basically just wanted to give you an introduction to views. What it essentially is, it's an SQL builder. It's a query generator, and this is going to be the interface we use to add a new view, and we're going to create several views for our little use case here. We're going to have to create a view that shows us a list of all um, jobs that are wanted, the jobs wanted ads. Um, we're going to have to show a list of all jobs available. We're going to have to create a list for bids, but the bids, if you think about it, is going to be a little different, because that's a list that's going to change per user, and we're going to want the list to dynamically show the bids only for a particular customer, for example, so that when that customer or potential client logs in, they can see bids that have been submitted across the website that only pertain to them and no one else. So that is also a view with some contextual awareness. It's going to be a it's going to be a list nonetheless, but it's going to be a list that's dynamic, dependent upon who is the person looking at the list, and will that dependency or that determination is made by who that person is based on how they logged in, what their username and password credentials were. And finally, there's a few other settings that you may want to address in your views. You can probably leave these as the default settings for right now, just to get started. But that will conclude this video. As always, if you find these helpful, subscribe to my videos. And if you have any questions or comments, I welcome them, and I'm happy to answer. So thanks again. I'll see you on the next video.